Hi, my name is Hima Gowda. I'm a computer science grad student at St. Joe's University. So I've been in US from like 2.5 years now, and I came from India after I got married, and I always wanted to do my masters in the US, and I found out about St. Joe's University, and it was very close to my house and comfortable location with my husband's job being in Philly. So I decided to apply for the university, and luckily I got through to the computer science program. And my first 2 semesters, I would say, was about, I learned a lot about basic programming like Java, and I took an interesting course like artificial intelligence, and I learned a lot of programming, and which really helped me in the summer to apply for internships. So when I applied, I had asked my teachers about the internship programs, and they said it's about how we apply outside, and the career fairs also help us. So I applied for some internship programs, and many of the interviews were about the basic Java programming that we learned in school because it's for internship. And I happened to get in a company called Links.as. It's a company in Bluebell, and their projects are mostly on SAP, but they agreed to hire me because they were starting a new project with, they wanted to do a front-end framework, and that just needed object-oriented concepts, so I happened to fit in that program. And it was very interesting. They trained me for 2 months on this framework, and it's called GUI-XT. That's the front end of SAP modules. And I happened to work there for 3 months in the summer, and it was very interesting. I took some interesting subjects like internet application development and database, so it was more advanced than what we did in Java. And I also studied data structures, so these were very, very intense subjects. We really learned a lot in like 3-4 months. We really designed web applications, everything was so new, and we studied many different programs like PHP, Java, MySQL, JSP, and like everything. And another interesting subject was software engineering. So that was basically actually a process-oriented subject where we learn how the process is being handled in a company. It was interesting, and our professor also had us develop small applications using Android. And me and my team happened to choose this app. We designed an app for the campus. We wanted to do a campus navigator. So that was like, inside the campus, the Google map doesn't work like if you want to go between 2 buildings. So we tried to use some algorithms. This is again like using all the knowledge from many semesters, like from artificial intelligence, we happened to use an algorithm from there and mixed all up. But the app wasn't completely complete, but we at least managed to complete it for the submission day. And so it was interesting. And the other websites that we developed were also for like organization in Philly. One website that we developed in a class called Internet Application Development was for disabilities which are not really recognized all over the world. So there are like very few, like maybe just 100 all over the world. So to create awareness for such disabilities, and we had one of my teammates' son was going through that. So he gave us an idea, and we all got together and developed that website, and he said he's going to launch it in that school. So it was going to be useful. So we're still getting in touch with that. And the other website was this homeless shelter in Philadelphia. They have this a group of volunteer services who actually give food for the homeless every day in a week. And they wanted that process to be more organized, and they were lacking money to really get a website done. So this was again an idea from one of my teammates, and we happened to do that website too. We happened to develop that website too. So it was a really interesting semester. I still talk to everyone about it, and I have so much to tell about all these three, the applications and the app that I did last semesters. And with all this experience, I also got an opportunity to work as a graduate assistant in the department. And this semester it's been even more learning. Like I handle the labs for the undergrads, and I really didn't know correcting somebody else's code or somebody else's mistake was so hard, but now I understand things from a professor perspective, like how difficult it is to explain things and how it is to make them understand what you are thinking. So I'm in that process now and I'm really enjoying, and I'm applying for jobs and things are going great. So lots to learn. Thank you.